So I bet you're wondering why I didn't reveal what this week's book is. Well, there's a reason for that. As this channel slowly grows, I've been getting several requests on books to review. You guys are giving them more than I can sort them. Scheduling next year is going to be so crazy. But this suggestion was more a request. This gentleman wanted me to review a book to surprise a fellow fan of the show for his birthday. Of course, that dude's birthday happened to land in the middle of the Fear Street retrospective, so I had to push it till the week after to at least give myself room to breathe. And while I plan reviews out months in advance, I couldn't say no to a request like this. While a little late and possibly spoiled if you read the video title. Nathan Hoop, this is for you from Cedric G. Still wishing you all the best, Nate, until we finally get together. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, my name is David Popovich, aka the Bookworm, and welcome to Bookworm Reviews. Sit back and relax as we dive into One Boy's Shadow by Ross A. McColbury. One Boy's Shadow is a coming-of-age story. How can I tell? Well, the very first paragraph gives it away. I was 15 when it happened, the life-changing event people talk about. Oh wait, I forgot the music! I was 15 when it happened, the life-changing event people talk about that helps define who you are. I didn't believe anything like that existed before then, but there were a lot of things I didn't believe in before that summer. My name is Caleb Lincoln McKenzie. Caleb and his family have just moved into a new house after his father's promotion. Everything about the house is what they want and more. The perfect place to start the next chapter of their lives. I think this is going to be the best thing to ever happen to this family, she said softly. They begin to meet people around town, but then Caleb meets a boy named Shane. They become friends quickly, and soon Caleb begins to develop other feelings. I never felt so comfortable around someone so fast before. Even though I felt good being around him, I always felt a little more vulnerable too. And that wasn't something I was accustomed to feeling. Yep, Caleb is gay, and this is another coming-of-age homosexual story. And like all of them, Caleb is terrified of the revelation. I knew what all of these feelings meant, and it scared me. Well, it can't be all that bad. Shane's cute, sweet, caring. What's his favorite book series? I guess I have to say Redwall. Medieval mice kick ass. Right on! Note to self, talk about Redwall next year. What else? Favorite animal? I always loved dragons. Oh my god, I want him. I want him to be with you. But Caleb doesn't even know Shane is gay too. He leaned in and kissed me. Softly, passionately, slowly. When our lips finally parted, he was smiling. You're never supposed to forget your first kiss, he said gently. Kid, you just hit the jackpot, and I'm hella jealous at you. So that's the basic story. Just another same-sex teen couple facing the hardships of a shadow moved on the wall. I turned swiftly, hoping I see Blake, but no one was there. Oh yeah, turns out the house Caleb lives in has a history of hauntings by a ghost of a boy who disappeared in the nearby woods over 60 years ago. And yes, while it sounds like these plots have nothing in common, the mystery of the Shadow Boy will lead to an interesting parallel about what is happening in Caleb's life and how he deals with his newly discovered sexuality. And that's One Boy's Shadow, a same-sex coming-of-age story with some paranormal stuff, cause why not? I'm equal opportunity to anyone living or dead, cause dead lives matter. That doesn't even make any sense! Now, don't get mad. The book overall, don't get mad, is a decent story. As we go through a year of Caleb's life, don't get mad. But if I'm being honest, I found the book to be a bit boring? Huh. Don't know what I was getting worked up about.
My life is ruined!
Stop! Let me explain. The first thing to know about the book is that it's a very laid-back book. It doesn't have big, explosive moments filled with drama and passion. Instead, going more for a slice-of-life contemporary story filled with little, simple moments. The The best way I can describe it is that it kind of reminds me of Boyhood with an overarching plot. It really does feel like what living in a small town is like, and I should know I grew up in one. This is not a bad way to tell a story. If anything, it's what gives it its charm. I'd almost think Ross A. McColbury did this to avoid falling into the traditional traps that come with coming out stories, instead of going with the drama of sins against God, unnatural, parents threatening to kick you out of the house. Ross goes for a lack of a better term, realistic look at what coming out is like now compared to the past, and how much has changed. That while not gone, the general stigmas of the homosexual landscape have changed. However, the book doesn't have any conflict. Actually, scratch that. It does have conflict, but they get resolved really quickly. Like a problem will appear in the chapter and get resolved in that very chapter, and you won't feel any sense of character growth. They do grow, but it's more on a gradual curve, as we learn some dark parts about each character, but I could never get myself fully attached to them, because no matter what, I never felt like anything was truly at stake. No matter what happens, Caleb and Shane would be fine, and everything was going to fix itself or go exactly as they hoped it would, and by the end of the chapter, everything is okay. Even the haunting with the shadow ghost doesn't offer that much, especially within the first half. It's pretty much the only stake you can attach to, but even then, the first half features little progress as they follow one clue to another clue, but it usually leads to nowhere. Jeez, this is frustrating. You're telling me! It does pick up in the second half, and it leads to a sad reveal, which ties into the whole parallel thing. But you are going to have to slog through a lot before you get to any real development. I honestly feel really bad for this, because from what Cedric told me, Nathan really likes this book. God, I feel like an asshole. It's the Christmas sweater all over again. The book didn't do much for me. I never felt anything was truly at stake for Caleb, and in doing so made the book a boring read for me, especially since I feel Kyle Gold did a better job with a similar premise with Green Fairy. However, things did turn around in the second half. Once I got a little more accustomed to the laid-back style, I was able to see a good amount of charm in the book. I wanted to propose something for Nathan and Cedric. What did you like about One Boy's Shadow? I've already stated my case, but I'd like to hear yours. How did you discover the story? What about the story spoke to you? And so on. I always ask the public to express their thoughts down in the comments, but I'm really curious to see your guys' view, because I feel like I gave you a crappy birthday present, and wish to see your perspective on the matter. The book is not bad. Far from it. In my view, it's okay, fair, decent. But it's not my cup of tea. Still has a good message. Every life has ups and downs, obstacles and barriers, but as long as you are true to yourself and have people in your life who love you and respect you for who you truly are, then you can make it through even the darkest days. What about you, internets? What's your opinion about One Boy's Shadow? A special thanks to Cedric G for suggesting the book, and I'm sorry, Nathan. If you have a book you would like me to review, let me know down in the comments below. Now, I'm going to take a break, because Bookworm has done more work than Bookworm would like. But I'll be back in 2 weeks, as we finally bring the fight to the Capitol. Till next time, have a nice day.